Hello friends, in this video we'll see about ketosis. So let's start. In this we'll see what are ketone bodies, when they are produced, how they are produced, how they are being utilized, how ketogenesis is regulated, then few things about keto diet, and last ketoacidosis and its treatment. Acetoacetate is the primary ketone body, while beta-hydroxybutyrate and acetone are secondary ketone bodies. They are synthesized exclusively by liver mitochondria in very small amount from fatty acids. The blood level is less than 1 mg per deciliter, and they are easily catabolized in peripheral tissues like muscle. The urinary excretion is negligible, and in healthy individuals, the detection of ketone bodies by Rothera's test is negative. Next we will see when ketone bodies are produced. Now first understand this. Fat is burned under the wick of carbohydrate. With beta oxidation, acetyl coenzyme A formed from fatty acid can enter and get oxidized in TCA cycle only when oxaloacetate is available from carbohydrate, the starting substrates of TCA cycle. When carbs are not available, like in diabetes mellitus, where carbs cannot be utilized, or in starvation, where there is no availability of carbohydrate, body utilizes fat for their energy requirement. This will increase the NADH production and NADH-NAD ratio rises. This results in conversion of oxaloacetate to malate, which further decreases the oxaloacetate. And secondly, oxaloacetate is directed towards gluconeogenesis for meeting the essential requirements for the tissues such as brain. This further retards TCA cycle, and this raised acetyl coenzyme A without oxaloacetate channeled into formation of ketone bodies. Now we'll see how ketone bodies are produced. Free fatty acid is first activated in liver cytoplasm, converted into acyl-CoA by acyl-CoA synthetase enzyme. Then it goes to liver mitochondria, and by beta oxidation, acetyl-CoA is formed. Two acetyl-CoA molecules formed in beta oxidation condense to form acetoacetyl-CoA. Condensation of acetoacetyl-CoA with another molecule of acetyl-CoA form 3-hydroxy-3-methyl-glutaryl-CoA by enzyme HMG-CoA synthase. Then this will be converted into acetoacetate by HMG-CoA lyase. And one molecule of acetyl-CoA will split, that either goes into formation of HMG-CoA or goes into TCA cycle. Then acetoacetate undergoes spontaneous decarboxylation to yield acetone, or it is converted into beta-hydroxybutyrate by beta-hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase with the help of NADH. So, this is the whole pathway of formation of ketone bodies. Ketone bodies serve as a fuel for extrahepatic tissues. Beta-hydroxybutyrate converts into acetoacetate again. Acetoacetate is activated to acetoacetyl coenzyme A by CoA transferase. This CoA is transferred from succinyl-CoA and it is converted into succinate. With addition of another CoA, the acetoacetyl-CoA is splits into 2-acetyl coenzyme A by thiolase. Succinate converts into oxaloacetate, and these both acetyl coenzyme A and oxaloacetate enter into citric acid cycle. So this is how ketone bodies are formed and utilized in our body. Now we'll see how ketogenesis is regulated. It is regulated at three crucial steps. First, at lipolysis level, at beta oxidation level, and at NADH to NAD ratio level. Increased lipolysis occurs due to unavailability of carbs like in diabetes mellitus and starvation. So, free fatty acid flux passes through the liver increases and more free fatty acids are available for oxidation and ketogenesis. At NADH to NAD ratio level, I have already explained earlier. And last, at beta oxidation level. Increased free fatty acid level increases fatty acyl-CoA, which directly inhibits acetyl-CoA carboxylase enzyme, which catalyzes the formation of malonyl-CoA, means fatty acid synthesis pathway. Malonyl-CoA is inhibitor of carnitine palmitoyl transferase 1 (CPT1), which inhibits the entry of free fatty acid into mitochondria, means decrease the beta oxidation. So low malonyl-CoA level decreases the inhibitory effect on CPT1, resulting in more free fatty acid entry into mitochondria for beta oxidation, which increases the acetyl coenzyme A level and ketone body formation. Now we'll see few things about keto diet. There are several diets designed to achieve weight loss and manage obesity. These diets severely restrict the total calorie intake by reducing the carbs content and add more fat-rich foods to the menu, resulting in more fat metabolism and reduces the weight. Now we'll see about ketoacidosis and its treatment. Ketosis is a condition of increased ketone body synthesis leading to ketonemia, that is, increased ketone body level more than 1 mg per deciliter in blood, and ketonuria, that is, increased urinary excretion of ketone bodies, which can be detected by the Rotheras test. Causes of ketosis are uncontrolled diabetes mellitus, prolonged fasting or starvation, and toxemia of pregnancy, means preeclampsia. Clinical feature includes lethargy, confusion, dyspnea, nausea, vomiting, increased in frequency of urination, hot, dry skin and mucous membrane, tachycardia, hypertension, and abdominal pain, which could be severe. Diagnostic findings are hyperglycemia, that is more than 500 mg per deciliter sugar or more in case of diabetic ketoacidosis. Ketone bodies in urine confirmed by Rotheras test. Low blood pH level and low blood bicarbonate levels, and increased anion gap. Principles of treatment includes, first thing is hospitalization, then administration of insulin, correction of dehydration by IV fluids, correction of electrolyte imbalance and acid-base irregularities, and treatment of precipitating cause of ketosis. So that is all about ketosis. If you find this video informative, then please do like and share this video and also subscribe my channel. Thank you.